Hey, it's Clay Trader, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol PTOP. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several days worth of time, it's actually today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like to do this time frame. I think it does a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and then makes mapping out levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. I did this analysis on Friday, so that is where these green line annotations here are coming from, and definitely want to get things updated here as a new week is underway and the price had another very nice move. Now, from a presentation standpoint, this chart is actually pretty tricky because there's a whole lot of perspective that goes into it. What do I mean by that? Well, if you are a day trader and you bought right, around here, or maybe even bought right there and you wanted to sell within 10 minutes after buying, then yeah, for you, the chart's looking pretty rough. Now, if you care about the big picture of things, I get it. Yeah, the price did pull back today. But from the big picture today, that's 1 day. Looking at multiple days, the bulls still have plenty of opportunity to build a higher base. And as long as you have higher bases being built over longer periods of time, that's how those long-term uptrends are constructed. I'm going to be talking about things from a big picture perspective. So if I sound crazy calling something bullish, my guess would be you just had a much different strategy and outlook going into the trade. And really the easiest way to illustrate this, I'm not saying this will happen, but for those of you that did watch the video from Friday, hopefully remember me talking about 0085 as a level of support. Again, I'm not saying this is what's going to happen, but let's just pretend the price comes all the way down there, bounces around, flirts around, and then starts to work its way back upwards. In that event, what would you have? Well, you'd have a set of lows right here. You'd have this base of low, or this support level down here. You'd have this support level there before everything came to life. And if you picture each one of those as stair steps, well, what do you have? Well, you would still have very clearly stair steps heading in the upwards direction. And that's the name of the game. That's what a truly strong move is going to do, right? It's going to make progress forward, and that would still be very evident progress forward. So yeah, I get it. The price pulled back today, but that's why I try to kind of qualify all this by saying, but from the big picture, still plenty of opportunity on the bulls' part to build those higher bases. As far as areas of resistance are concerned, the sellers seem to be hanging out right up here at that 14-cent mark, at this point in time. But really, I don't want to say resistance levels aren't important, but the main thing of importance for this one is just keep repeating history. What do I mean by that? Well, it's all about those bases. As long as the price keeps repeating this history right here, where it keeps building higher lows after higher lows, then the overall chart will continue to take care of itself. So yeah, there was a pullback, but like I said, still plenty of wiggle room for the bulls to build a higher stair step. So we'll see if they can get that job done or not. One of the biggest questions that I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.